So it's been a while, but hopefully you're watching my shorts. Um, if you don't have a fandom, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So I have three major fandoms outside of what I kind of build my life around, which is Jesus Christ. My top three fandoms, in no particular order: basketball, hint LA Lakers. Um, I love anime, hint the name, Anime Youth Pastor, which we'll get a little bit more into eventually of me breaking down where I see Jesus or his teachings throughout different anime, because it's all throughout, especially my favorite, which is One Piece. And then I also am a huge wrestling fan. So these are like my three biggest things that I'm into. I enjoy a bunch of other stuff. I'm now becoming an avid reader through audiobooks. I do have a desire to continue to learn. This year, me and my wife started hiking, and I play disc golf, and I do all types of stuff, things that you don't especially see people who look like me do. But fandom, specifically in these three: basketball, anime, and wrestling, this weekend, the weekend of February 1st, 2025, is one of the best weekends of fandom in the entirety of my life. Let me break it down. So we go back a couple of days ago, and the spoilers for One Piece drop. And I read the manga, and I try to stay up to date, and I watch videos of theories, Grand Line Review, and Teching, and other people that I really enjoy, right? And this week might have been one of the craziest chapters of all time. We get crazy lore drop. Recently, we've had lore after lore. Oda has been dropping gems and bombs of like, this changes the whole universe of One Piece. And it's been tough. Then I watched some Solo Leveling, which I've read most of the manhwa. Really enjoy it. It's super dope. And I was like, if nothing else good happens this weekend, that alone, this has been a good weekend for me to be consuming my favorite anime and my favorite manga and stuff like that, right? It was fantastic. Like, I don't want to spoil it. I encourage you to watch or read One Piece. It's really good. I'm actually going back through my third watch through of One Piece currently, because I have a friendly wager with my friend over a couple hundred push-ups to see who could get caught up first. And I'm on my third watch through. And it was amazing. It's still amazing. I'm about 365, 370 episodes in, and I'm still enjoying it just as much, learning new things, seeing different details and stuff like that. But this weekend was amazing for One Piece. And then Saturday happens. I actually have one other piece of gear on that you can't see. So I'm repping my Lakers and I'm repping my One Piece, but I have another piece of gear that you actually can't see. And I actually have a picture of John Cena over this shirt. You just can't see it. I'm corny, but the Royal Rumble was this weekend, right? And I've been stupid excited ever since. Like, I've been locked into wrestling since I was a kid. Then I kind of strayed away for a little bit. And then I've been really watching with my friends every pay-per-view. We talk about it and things like that. But then when it came to Netflix, game changer. Because like, I don't have cable, so I was watching a lot of reviews. I was watching some stuff. I was watching NXT when it came to CW. I was doing like what I could, but like when it came to Netflix, hey bro, I got Netflix, or somebody got Netflix. And I'm watching it, and the Royal Rumble was amazing. The Women's Royal Rumble was like predictable. Charlotte Flair, LOL, she always wins. Motor City Machine Guns, NDIY. It feels like if you would have told me about this like 6 years ago and they were on NXT, this would have been match of like the decade, but it was just okay. But the Street Profits coming in, I remember someone saying, you always remember the last thing, and I remember the Street Profits. And I'm like, for me, someone who loves them, I'm like, perfect. They've been needing this character refresh, and I'm excited to see what they do. So that was good. Then Cody Rhodes almost destroyed fully Kevin Owens. Like, I think he's still bent like an accordion right now. If you see the image, like, it was crazy. It was a really, really good match. Tiny ladders. Gotta love a tiny ladder. And then we got to the men's Royal Rumble. Me and my friends do random number to pick who our people are going to be. And then we also just like give like random predictions of who we think. And my number was 23. And the person who I thought was going to win was the guy that we actually couldn't see if he was even in the Rumble, John Cena. And when he came out, I fell on my knees and I was screaming because I was so excited. And then the Royal Rumble delivered every step of the way. Speed was crazy. John Cena, Jacob Fatu went ham. Penta kind of eliminated himself, but kind of didn't. It was real close. And then we get towards the end, and then the heavy hitters start coming out. We get Cena. We get Punk. We get Rollins. And Roman's already in there. We got Drew in there. We got all these people. And then Logan comes in. It's just like chaos. And I'm like, what is about to happen? Who's going to win? But I'm still, in my heart of hearts, rooting for Cena. And then everybody gets eliminated. The final two are Jey Uso and the guy we can't see, and Jonathan Cena. And I was screaming so hard, rooting for Cena. And he somehow did not win. But because the way the match was set up and the way that I care about Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, going to Udomania, I was like, bro, it was worth it. So that was tough. I drive home from my friend's house because about 10 of us watched it together. And I get home, I shower, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm rolling over in the bed. Breaking news. Luka has been traded for Anthony Davis. I pulled my jersey out immediately. I said, this can't be true. I said, that man Shams got hacked. Gotta be. Because there's no way this really happened. And especially without Woj being there, I'm just like, what is going on? There's no way. We need another person to confirm it. And then I go on Google, I go on all the outlets, and everybody's confirming it. And I'm like, so from a Lakers fan, I love Anthony Davis. When I played in high school, like I'm a basketball coach now for high school, I work primarily with the big guys. I have guard skills, but like Anthony Davis is a really good player to me. It's a shame that he doesn't have a defensive player of the year, but it's just like, in my opinion, we still fleece the Mavs because you get the better player and you get the player who's younger with overall less injury history. Like, I know he's injured currently, and I know a lot of the reports have come out now of like the Mavs are the one who initiated, and they were worried about his weight, and they were worried about like him getting hurt. Like, you see this video that I'm gonna put right here, and how like people are like, was this the beginning of the end when the VP walks in and takes the drink away from Luka? And it's like, okay, there was some tension between them that I guess we didn't really know of. And it's just like, I'm not saying the Mavs don't have an opportunity to do something right? Like, if they win an NBA title, it was all worth it. If they do, I would actually be happy. Like I said, I'm an Anthony Davis fan. I'm a Kyrie fan. I like PJ Washington. I like a lot of players on their team, but it's just like, from the Lakers perspective, I'm like, I knew we weren't going to win a championship this year. So if you're not going to win a championship, the best thing you can do is set your future up for greatness. And that's what we did by getting Luka, a top 5 player in the world, someone slightly higher than someone slightly higher than Anthony Davis, and you get him on your team. It's like, you can't beat that. And then I'm like, okay, what started as like, this is going to be a dry NBA deadline like usual, kind of started to heat up. The Suns started making some moves so that they can get Jimmy Butler. And then De'Aaron Foster came out like, okay, bro, I want to get traded. And I was like, okay, well, the Lakers won the trade. And this is probably going to be the one big trade of the year. Maybe Jimmy Butler gets traded, but it's going to be tough because he only want to go to the Suns. He don't want to go to the Warriors. He won't sign with them. And the Heat are like, we're going to play hardball because Pat Riley like, I don't play these games. And he's suspended indefinitely. I'm like, okay, so this will probably be it. Maybe some other small trades. And then earlier today, we got a small trade of like PJ Tucker and a couple other players get traded, and Drew Eubanks comes down to the Clippers. And I was like, okay, that's cool. It didn't really seem like much. And I was, again, getting ready to go to sleep, doing my night routine. Like, just took a shower, put my shea butter, my whipped shea butter mixture on my hair and on my beard and stuff. And then De'Aaron Fox got officially traded to the Spurs. And both the teams that were in the trade, to me personally, got fleeced. Like, it's weird to see back-to-back days with back-to-back fleeces of Luka to the Lakers. I feel like Mavs got low-key fleeced. And then I feel like the Kings kind of got fleeced. They did get 3 first-round picks. One of those is like a fake first-round pick because of the protections. And they also got Zach LaVine, who is a good player, but he doesn't raise their ceiling enough to be anything besides what they were. They could get up to like a 7 seed and probably lose in the first or second round again. Like, if they get past the second round, huge success, and I take every word back. But it's like, it just doesn't feel like that. And then the Bulls, I'm like, bro, what are y'all doing? Like, I get that you're trying to sell things off so you got your first round pick back for this year, but I'm like, that's not enough to me. Like, you've had multiple trades over the last season, and you don't ever get any good draft capital, which is weird for a team that knows they need to go into a full rebuild. Like, you didn't get any draft capital for the Josh Giddey trade and Alex Caruso, even though the Thunder got 1,000 picks. You didn't get any draft capital for the DeMar DeRozan trade to the Kings, and now you're helping facilitate another trade with them, and you don't get no more draft capital besides just your pick back. It's just like, hey man, I don't know what y'all are doing. But like, from a fandom perspective, the reason I bring this up, the reason I wanted to do this video is like, I think it's cool that you can be so passionate about different things that can make you feel different types of emotions. Like, John Cena had me feeling like the highest of highs. Manga and anime had me feeling like contemplative, like literally. And I was so giddy last night and like just confuzzled when Luka got traded for AD. So it's like, find your thing that you are passionate about and go 100% in those things. Like, you don't have to make videos about it like I'm doing, but you should find a couple things that you love and be willing to ride for it, even if people think that you're weird, even if people don't understand. Like, being a black man who is, oh, everybody expects me to like sports, but it's like, you still like wrestling? Aren't you a little old for that? Wait, you like anime and manga? Aren't you a little black for that? Or you like disc golf? You're just saying things that doesn't really add up with what people's perception of you are. I don't really care about people's perception. I think God created so many different things for us to find enjoyment. I found the ones that I like, and I like what I like. And as long as I'm not sinning or hurting anybody else, I don't plan to stop liking what I like. So, Cena, I expect you to win a title this year, get number 17. Oda, I expect you to keep dropping great manga chapters this year, and I'm excited for the anime to come back in April. And basketball, we still got a little bit of time before Thursday's trade deadline, and I'm expecting some crazy stuff to happen. So, I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. Bye.